All right, Cowboy Nation, really appreciate everybody for watching. My name is Law Nation, L-A-W Nation. We're going to talk about this real quick. This team has lost its way. This team is in a situation whereas there's no leadership on both sides of the ball. Hell, one can even talk about there's no leadership in coaching. And the only reason why we got 3 points yesterday was due to the fact that Tony Pollard did a hell of a kickoff return, and then the defense really not showing us anything. Not showing us anything. Oh, what's the defense problem? Well, who we changed out? Oh, Byron Jones is gone, right? Oh, Malik Collins. Oh, he's gone. But basically, this is the same defense from last year. Whether this is 3-4 or 4-3, normally they still do 4-3 principles. So there still should be not a reason why we're this historically bad. Regardless of how you look at it, one can argue and say, well, they got an Alden, they got an Everson Griffin, and they still got D-Law, who they paying $100 million to. Oh, he got a sack yesterday. What do we want to do? Give him a cookie? This defense don't give us no heart. They don't give us no soul, no passion. And this is what we left up with. And on top of that, we can go back and forth about the slowness of the offense, especially with Kellen Moore in these situations, whereas he still got this stretch vertical concept, which we really not seeing anything out of it. This is not West Coast offense, regardless of how you cut it down, break it down, and look at it. This is not West Coast. This is still Kellen Moore, who can't get Ezekiel Elliott established, and not to give Ezekiel Elliott a pass because he still looked timid out there. He don't look like he's sure of himself. The confidence is shattered with him. He have yet to get 100 yards. He kind of remind me of that running back that they had a great season one year, and then he fell off. I think he came from Alabama. He played for the Browns. I forgot his name. Y'all can post his name. But he can't see the hole and hit the hole. And I don't want to hear. I definitely do not want to hear about, well, the offensive line. Well, newsflash. When we play against the opposing team and their offensive lines are in shambles, they still get 100 yards. They still get 1 or 2 bursts out of a play. And I still see some bursts out of plays when I see Tony Pollard back there. Same offensive line. And Ezekiel, you get $90 million. When the ball touch your hand, whether it's behind you or in front of you, you got to catch that. You can't give the ball away and get all of that momentum back to the opposite team. But he's not the problem. He's not the issue. This team collectively is. They like to point fingers. They get mad at the media. They get mad at the fans. F all y'all, right? That's what was one of the famous Cowboys players said, right? You can do your own research and see and pull out who said it. See, they get all of the heart and all of the tenacity to fight people online and the media. But when it's field day and it's Sunday, or is it Monday and it's Thursday, they disappear. Casper the friendly ghost. This team, we're seeing epic proportions as it relates to the historic line on the defensive side of the ball, giving up all of that stuff, giving it all away. And we supposed to be looking at this thing saying, okay, well, the coach is supposed to do this, coach is supposed to do that. At the end of the day, we still don't see effort. We still don't see playing through the echoes of the whistle. And let me jump on Mike Nolan just for a quick second. I know it's not all his fault, but damn it, it's one of those things too. When you look at Mike Nolan and you say to yourself, Mike, how about this? Maybe, just maybe, you just got bad luck, because ever since you've been a defensive coordinator on any type of situation, you give up historic numbers. Maybe you need to give that up. Maybe you need to just be a linebackers coach or something else, because on a historic level, this team is not doing things when you are calling the plays. Now, I know that we see effort out there. Maybe it's how you putting this stuff out there for the guys. It could be that. But I ain't going to let you off the hook. We got to look at this thing collectively and say to ourselves, come on, Mike, give it up. And then they said next in line is Tom Sula. We need to stop pandering around. Oh, and Mike McCarthy, you came here. You're supposed to make the changes. Well, we need to see it now. I'm not finna sit here lackadaisy and allow you to skate through this thing. Now it's time for you to call the plays. It's time for you to put your influence out there. I know that, hey, you sold us. That's the one thing that you never want to do is feeling sold, you know? Like, even if it's a good deal, you don't want the car salesman to sell you. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to be your own choice. And as Cowboys fans out here, we looking at you like, oh, come on, Mike. Mike. Don't you see what's going on? Nobody playing with heart. Nobody playing with passion. You got your quarterback laid out like Family Guy. Nobody is over there watching him, going over there to his aid, rushing out there. Everybody just sitting there watching. Saying, well, what we going to do next? Oh, I'm supposed to be positive about it and say, okay, yeah, Big Ben DiNucci. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not big yet, but he's little DiNucci. He's supposed to be able to look at this thing and say, hey, I came out, I made a class, I completed a pass to Cooper, cover 2. I found a soft spot in the zone. I put the ball right on the money. I'm your boy. I'm Ben DiNucci. Cowboy Nation, we got a lot of things to overcome. Now, we playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. They're faced with the same situation. Newsflash. COVID just didn't happen only in Dallas. COVID happened everywhere. So we the only ones that can't build a plane while it's in the air. Look, this guy over here in Eagles land, they passing to a guy named Falcon. They're running back out. They putting the ball in the belly of a guy named Boston Scott. Undrafted guy, by the way, 5'0". He catching passes and things like that and beyond. They got the same bevy of excuses that we can put out, right? Yeah, their front is showing up and showing out. Didn't we pay our front just like they paid theirs? I'm not saying that we got a Fletcher Cox, but we was all hyped about our front. And last I heard, we were saying that, hey, the front 4 is going to create so much pressure so that the DBs can play well. We don't need other guys because we don't want to mess up the chemistry. We don't want to mess up this and we don't want to mess up that. Well, let me know how that chemistry is going, Cowboy Nation. Let me know how all of that continuity is going. Oh, Jerry Wayne and Stephen Jones, who are not football guys, by the way. Let me know how you guys like your guys so far. Because all we do is point out things and issues and things like that for over 25 years. And guess what? Newsflash. They like their guys. They don't want to make those changes. They so gun shy. They so, we going to wait till the last moment to make something happen. But you got to make something happen now. That's the newsflash there. You do. Oh, you know what the best thing that can happen to the Joneses right now? If they flex out of that Sunday night game. Lose some of those primetime dollars. That's what need to happen, Cowboy Nation. They need to flex out of that Sunday night game, Dallas Cowboys versus the Eagles. Flex out of it. They don't deserve to play on prime time. I'm talking about the Cowboys, by the way. We need to flex on out of there, put another worthy, challengeable team out there. Because if we only put up 3 points against the Washington team, lo and behold, I think that the front for the Eagles is a little bit more poised. See how many points we're going to put up against them. Let it be a dog nasty show. And I hate, and I'm going to say again, I hate giving any type of positive words towards the Eagles, but I'm going to be keeping it real, be 100 with you guys. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys, until they make some drastic changes, we're going to continue to be the same thing over and over again. And all they're doing is rearranging the furniture on the Titanic. That's all we can see they're doing right now. Just rearranging the furniture, moving this over here, sliding that over there. Nothing really changed because Jerry Jones, look, at least with Jason Garrett, he had slogans and sayings and things like that. And trust me, 10 years was a long time. I'm not trying to say, hey, bring Coach Redball back. No, I'm not saying that. No, don't get it twisted. But at least in his tenure, he only had one losing season, and that was in 2015. Let that sink into your mental. Unless we're going to go 10 years with Mike McCarthy, and this will be his only losing season, right? I doubt it. He will not have 10 years. He's not covered that way. Cowboy Nation, we got to figure this thing out. This is sad. This is sick. But in order for it to change, it got to change because from the top, the fish rots from the head first, right? Rots down like that. We need some football guys in here. Jerry and Steven, they definitely are not those guys. They definitely not. I'm not even going to talk about Jalen. I'm not even going to talk about it. Let me forget it, 2 tears in a bucket. See, Jalen is a Jerry Wayne's guy. Ezekiel Elliott is a Jerry Wayne's guy. Not saying that you got to get rid of Ezekiel Elliott. At least he showcased us some things, right? But this guy, Jalen, it seems like over and over and over again, he tried to overcompensate for his legs. And you know good and well, the opposing threat knows it. That's why you got a guy named Logan Thomas, a converted quarterback to tight end, using and abusing him. And I think it's a conflict of interest to have a business guy or a business deal and you still playing on a team. I think that's what the issue is. See, it's all about marketing. The storyline for Jalen is beautiful. The play for Jalen is terrible. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. If we can say that, right? Jerry, fix this stuff, man. Fix it.